Good morning. Hey y'all, what's up? Good morning, and good morning. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome to Car Chronicles. Car Chronicles. How y'all doing? What I about to say happy Monday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. I sure did. Minus the damn thunderstorms and lightning and all that mess we had going on here. We had thunderstorms, like bad storms here, all day yesterday. Still raining here. Yeah. I was like, for Christmas? Like, no. It was thunder and lightning. The lights was flickering off and on. It was crazy for Christmas, y'all. I said, Lord. But other than that, I had a great Christmas. Spent time with family and friends. It was really, really nice. Minus the storms again. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful morning. Happy rising, grand rising to everyone. All right. And hopefully each and every one of you hit the like button for me as you guys enter. We have a lot of great topics for you guys as well. Somebody said, did not know I was coming on. Yes, I'm coming on, honey. I'm here. Now, yesterday I didn't have time because yesterday was a busy day with friends, family, with my son child. He wanted to pop popcorn and watch movies, and he was all the way in the Christmas spirit. So I was just like, hey, let's do it. So I really didn't have time to like be popping in and stuff. I wanted to, but y'all know family comes first. Y'all understand. But I'm here today, and I will be here this evening for pop in. We right back on our regular scheduled program, honey. Okay. So Caramel is back. Thank you guys for being here. Let's get on into the show, okay? Give me a second. Y'all know I'm working multiple computers over here, okay? Thank you guys. Boom. All right. Okay. So back to the show. All right. So y'all know celebrity news is always first. Let's go ahead and get my disclaimer out the way. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay. Yes. Again, we are covered under the Fair Use Act. Woo. Gotta say that, honey, because we don't never know what's gonna fly out this mouth, baby. And I got some topics this morning that's gonna probably make me go all the way there. But let's get into it. All right, so if you guys have been watching the news, then you know that TD Jakes, honey, is in the news where he did respond. We've been talking about it here on my channel, where we discussed that he's under fire for some allegations of him hanging out at some Diddy parties, doing some inappropriate things. There were people saying that they saw him possibly and allegedly sleeping with men at some of these parties. They were saying he was a strong bottom. I said, oh my God, not you, Pastor Take That Jakes. Y'all know that's what I named him when I said the T and his TD in his name means take that. So I'm gonna play it for you because he got up there and tried to do this very lackluster apology. And it was more so of him with the cockiness for me. I didn't like that. If you want to be apologetic and you want people to be understanding with the things that you've been, things that people have been alleging that you've been doing, you kind of don't want to get up there with this cocky attitude of like, I don't care what you think of me. That was the attitude. I was like, see, you came in here with the wrong attitude and the wrong spirit already. Now people kind of looking at you side eye, and half your congregation won't even damn there, which spoke volumes because he usually have a packed out congregation. But let's go ahead and get into this damn fake ass apology.
Some of you logged in or come in out of concern. Some of you come in to hear what I'm going to say. All of you who expect me to address a lie, you can log off. I will not use this sacred day and this sacred pulpit to address a lie when I have a chance to preach a truth. I will stand straight up, head up, back straight, and preach the unadulterated, infallible word of God. Because that is what the pulpit is for. But there will be a time. So So you can stop dragging people and arguing with people and fighting and just log off. All you do is just hit the button. Right there. Log off. There is no show here. In the Gospel of St. Matthew.
I told y'all, I grew up in Church of God in Christ my entire life. I have seen pastors fall. I'm talking about fall, you guys, from craziness, from sleeping with people in the congregation to gosh, being in relationships with men, to getting people pregnant, I've seen a lot of stuff. Okay. And most of the time they get up there like, y'all remember that white pastor, that Jimmy Swaggart guy, when he got, oh my Lord, with that craziness. I was like, okay, there's no sincerity there in this apology. Okay. He got up there, bottom lip trembling and all on this shit here. Oh, on that shit. I was like, we're not trying to hear that. And the fact that TD Jakes tried to skate all around this and did not address it. Oh, but I will address it. No. This is the time for you to do it, because that's why people are there. People came to your church today to hear you address this situation that they've been hearing about. You've been appointed to be over this flock of people. Okay. You have a certain standard that you have to live by as a pastor of the cloth. People want to hear what is going on. They're hearing whispers in the streets that you're out here messing around with men, and you're refusing to address that, which further shows the narcissist in you. And the fact that you think that you are above reproach, and the fact that you think that you're above an apology to your people and anyone else watching. Like, you are TD Jakes, just like it was Bishop Eddie Long. I see y'all putting it in the chat. Same thing. They get so high and mighty in their positions of power in the church till they feel like they don't owe people an apology when they do things. And then when they do break down and apologize, it's all these tears and this ugly cry the way they want you to feel sorry for them. No, get right up there like when you were doing the shit that you was doing, and with that same face, that same energy, and talk to your people and let your people know, look, hey, I messed up. I did some things that maybe I shouldn't have done. I've already consulted God about this. And I want you guys to, accept my apology. It was wrong for me to be your leader and be out here doing these types of things, and to even let it be named among me. Like, I just said that off the top of my head. He could even do that. It's the cockiness about it that I didn't like. I said, oh no. The cockiness in which you got up there, TD Jakes, further lets me know that you're choosing to, you want to get up there and try to preach over it, and you can't do that. Nobody wants to hear you preach. What they did want to hear was an apology. And what I do hate as well is people who are so blinded by these types of people that they yell and they scream at him for anything that he says, knowing that he's dead wrong for what he was doing. But they're going to scream and amen anything that come out of his mouth because he's TD Jakes and any other pastor. Bishop Eddie Long people was doing the same thing. Same thing. He got up there with that cocky attitude too, knowing that he was running around allegedly messing with younger boys. It was all in the news. One even had a tattoo of Eddie Long name on his arm, one of the boys. Yeah. They said God will reveal it in due time. He will. He absolutely will. I'm sorry, guys. Oh. He will absolutely reveal it. And people need to stop running behind these pastors and co-signing and amen everything that they say because of who they are. And people give all their money to these damn pastors. And the pastors riding out, child, in a Rolls Royce and the nicest car, living in the nicest mansions. And half the people in the congregation can't even keep their lights on and pay their bills and do what they need to do. And you following these people that's out here just living any type of life that they want to live. They live in any type of life that they want to live, taking all your money, and then they feel, I don't owe you anything. I don't need to tell you, and I don't need to apologize. This is not the platform to do. This is the pulpit. Okay. And that was your ass that was tooted up too. And some videos that is alleged that's in some phones that was turned into the feds. How about that? I'm going to say it again. That was your ass that was tooted up. Take that, Jakes. Allegedly. Okay. Allegedly. And some of them videos that the feds might have their hands on, and some USBs that was turned into. So why you acting cocky when the shit come out Don't come out crying. I don't want to hear no crying out with that same attitude that you got now when you just stood your ass up there looking like a deranged Santa Claus. A deranged, burnt Santa Claus in that damn red suit. Okay, with the people in the background playing the little soft music for your little production that you just put on for everybody up there. Amen, Pastor. Sit y'all asses down. Sit down. It's I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That I can't. I can't wait for the proof to come out. I can't wait for the proof to come out, honey. That's what's gonna really shut him up and shut him down. Then he gonna have another sermon behind that. He ain't gonna never directly address the shit. It's gonna always be this indirect conversation. And then they always like to throw the biblical stuff in there. It's always about God when they get accused of stuff. Because in James 24:7, no. We're not talking about James. We're talking about your ass in the air. Let's talk about that. We'll talk about James later. Let's talk about you over there cracking pepper at these Diddy parties, okay? Let's talk about you over there cracking pepper with your mouth open at the Diddy parties. They say you was a strong bottom, so you was over there taking it. Not giving it, but taking it. That's what a bottom is for people that just joining me that don't know. You was a strong bottom. That's what they called. That's what they named you over there. Take that, Jakes. Okay? Yeah. And I don't know about saying, can't make you disrespecting the pastor. He disrespected himself. He disrespected the body of Christ. He disrespected God. He disrespected everybody whose souls are attached to him that he's supposed to be over. You disrespected everything. Okay? You disrespected. Yeah, he looked like a deranged burnt Santa standing up there. I will not use this platform to address any allegations. That was him. I will not use this platform. Okay. You will use that platform when that proof come out, when the videos hit the internet, because my ass will be logging back on to show it on my channel. Can I get an amen, everybody? That's how my ass gonna be over here. I can't wait for them to drop that shit. I'm gonna be the first one logging on. I don't give a damn if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Bitch, I'm getting up. I'm gonna set my alarm and I'm gonna bring my ass upstairs and I'm gonna go live. I don't give a damn if it's 2 people on live, bitch. And I'm gonna act the whole goddamn fool. Oh yeah, because I told you I'm nosy. I can't wait till the receipts drop. I'm gonna use that same attitude you're using. And your ass will see your ass. This is your ass right here. TD Jakes, this is you, and this is your ass, okay? And why is he on top of you? Doing his, why he climbing on top of you and doing his business like Mr. did on Color Purple? Mm-hmm. And why was you cracking that pepper so well? Mm-hmm. Woo, I'm the wrong one. I love to call you out. I love it. I can't wait. Because I love a good old receipt. Somebody say my notification. Oh, keep them on. I might send out 2 notifications, baby, because y'all ain't gonna be able to miss that. I'm gonna act a whole fool when these receipts drop on that ass. Literally. Okay. Period. But let's move on. You don't want to talk about it now? You will. You will, because I'm gonna do 100 videos on your ass. Oh, we're gonna do like 100 videos. You're gonna talk about it eventually. Let's move on though. All right, so next topic, honey. Spirit Airlines is out here acting a whole fool. All right. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever allowed your children to fly by themselves. It happens. You know, they have a designated person that they assign to your child. If you're sending them from one state to the next, if they're flying on plane, I would never send my child to y'all know, like if you're sharing like custody or something like that, or however you do it, and you send your children to fly, and they have a designated person that flies with them until they reach their destination. Okay. The situation with Spirit Airlines is they've issued an apology after mistakenly placing a minor on the wrong flight due to holiday rush. Now, that shit would send me all the way into oblivion if that was my child. Okay. First of all, I guess you were trying to save a little money on Spirit. I've never flown Spirit and I don't desire to. I fly Delta anytime that I fly. That's just my preference. Nothing against Spirit or anybody that flies Spirit. They had a spirit in them that day when they sent this child on the wrong damn flight. Now they're saying the Spirit Airlines has issued an apology after mistakenly putting an unaccompanied child on the wrong flight during the holiday season during travel rush. Now they're saying that according to NBC News that the child was supposed to fly out of Philadelphia International Airport to Southwest Florida International Airport in Fort Myers, but instead was placed on a flight to Orlando. Damn. Now they're saying that the child was always under the care and supervision of a Spirit team member. And as soon as we discovered the error, we took immediate steps to communicate with the family and reconnect them, Spirit says in a statement. All right. Now, the child was identified as a 6-year-old boy who was flying to see his grandmother for the holidays. He is now safe with his grandmother. I'm happy to hear that he's now safe with his grandmother, but parents, I mean, could y'all not have done this another way? I just don't see sending my son with the airport being as big as it is, with children coming up missing, with trafficking coming up, because you have people who are traffickers that do hang out at places like airport and they look for opportunities to be snatching kids. Like I don't chance it like that. I just don't chance it like that. I don't give a damn who you assigned. I just could not do that. But yeah, they were saying that, and I love the way they threw in there. There was someone with the child at all times. Well, how the hell did y'all just not do y'all job and send this child where he was supposed to go, to a whole different direction? My mind went back to the movie Home Alone, where the little boy, what is it, Home Alone 2, where his ass was lost in New York, where he got on the wrong flight. I was just like, dear God, Spirit, y'all need to get it together. Anybody ever let their child fly with an accompanied person through the airlines? Has anybody ever done that with their child? I've never done it. We'll never do it. Okay, if my child is flying anywhere, my husband and myself will always be there to fly with him if we're flying somewhere. Okay, like never ever. No. Somebody says that I definitely will not send a 6-year-old boy. No, me either. No. I see down the chance. No, y'all, they must have been Caucasian. And I ain't saying black people don't do it, but it's a hell no for me. I don't think I could do that. Yeah, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that. But we're gonna move on, child, because the child was coming from Philadelphia, child, going to Florida, and didn't even make it there when he was supposed to. Okay, but I'm happy to hear that he is safe with his grandmother. Hopefully they don't try to send him back like that. I hope grandma or somebody else fly back, get a round trip and fly back with the child, and then maybe stay a little bit and then fly on back, because that was given to me. That would have scared the hell out of me, y'all. But let's move on. All right. So another person, honey, who gave a crazy apology. We're gonna talk about them. When I saw it, I was just like, yeah, I don't really like your apology either. Okay. Somebody said yes, from Jamaica to Fort Lauderdale. Oh, okay. Flower Bloom says that's too young to be flying by himself. Okay. Somebody else said hell to the no. I know that's right. Somebody said when my daughter was 17 years ago that she's not. Oh, okay. Child. I don't know. I don't know about that one. But let's get into another person that issued an apology. I'm not really feeling their apology either. Dr. Jackie, honey. Dr. Jackie, she gave an apology, and we not feeling it. But she was kind of what they say, standing on business when she said what she said. But then when the media kind of got a hold of it and kind of drug her ass over them hot coals, then she want to get up there with this little prom dress on with the Christmas tree behind her. I was like, oh, she's trying to set the mood now. And she started out with a fake cry, which I ain't like that shit. I don't like that. I told y'all how I feel about fake cries. Now, if you're going to be crying, I need you to really cry. Don't get up there with the fake stuff. But they said that Dr. Jackie, she speaks out after the controversy from her resurfaced video of her saying that Black women cry wolf, honey, during pregnancy. She says that I will continue to fight for the lives of Black mothers and babies. Now, there was also a mother, and we're going to get into that here in a second. There was also a mother who actually goes to Dr. Jackie, and Dr. Jackie actually delivered her baby. And she spoke about how Dr. Jackie performed a surgery on her, which caused her son to come out developmentally delayed. Okay, we're going to talk about that because she's calling Dr. Jackie out. But let's get into this damn apology, all right? Because I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't like the fakeness of it. I didn't like the cry. And she got up there looking like she had been crying. And then she was reading off a teleprompter as well. I didn't like that because I feel like if it's sincere, you don't need to be reading off of paper. Like, let it flow from the heart. Okay, let it flow from the heart. That makes me feel like, oh, I believe that. Somebody said I don't like her.
Thanks to you and yours. I'm taking a much needed pause to address comments that I made during a 2020 live interview with one of my castmates. First and most importantly, to Black women and mothers, including your friends, families, and the medical community who cares for you. Because my words left you hurt and feeling unsupported, I want you to know I hear you, I see you, and you apologize from the bottom of my heart. I am brokenhearted over this. The guilt and reality that I have hurt and offended people, especially Black women, and some of my own patients, pains me to my core. As I look back over the 2-hour video again and again, I admit that I used the wrong words and descriptions to properly convey my concerns regarding maternal mortality related to women of color. But the fact is, we must do more because we are still dying more. If I could say it all over again, here's how I'd say it. When experiencing a health matter, keep a log of your concerns and symptoms so that you can provide them accurately to your physician. Have a buddy system, someone who can advocate for you when you're with a physician, especially when pregnant. Know that a second and third opinion is not just sometimes warranted, but necessary. I thank you for taking out time from your holiday to tune into my apology and my self-dedication to Black women and healthcare. I've been shaken and moved to be better.
All right, what y'all think about it? before I go in on Dr. Jackie, what y'all think about Dr. Jackie's apology? Does it seem genuine? Did it seem genuine to you guys? So your advice is not needed or wanted. Okay, I already knew she was gonna start that crying when I heard her voice kind of cracking a little bit. It was somebody said fake AF. I feel you. Yes, I said the same thing when she got it. I'm broken hearted. But why is it that Dr. Jackie? Because she's low key a mean girl. Dr. Jackie is low key a mean girl. I don't care what nobody say. I have seen her in so many situations, especially on the show where she is just not. She just don't have a heart for women. She's mean as hell, and I feel like it's got a lot to do with her home life and what she's got going on with Curtis at home. Like, I feel like her marriage is struggling, and the frustration from that causes her sometimes to say some shit that she don't think about, and then when she think about it later on, it's too late, and the public starts to react. And I think she's thinking about the fact that, okay, I might lose business behind this. People might not want to come, to my practice anymore, and I might lose a lot of money because that's her bread and butter. Her having patients, she has her own doctor's office now where she operates out of, and she also, works through the hospital. But think about it. People say, I'm not going to her anymore after this comment. I'm not giving my money to her anymore. Your lifestyle changes after that. You're not riding around in the Bentleys and all that anymore. I mean, really, it just really, I wasn't feeling the apology. I don't feel it was genuine. I feel like she said it because she felt she needed to, because she's scared that people are really going in on her like that. And a lot of people are starting to speak out on her, and they drug the hell out of her, and they still dragging her. I'm going to play for you here in a second what this woman had to say about her experience with Dr. Jackie, because she said she's been going to Dr. Jackie for quite some time. But Curtis been taking Jackie through hell. Curtis been taking Jackie through hell. And I told y'all before how she was on the show calling people fat. She was calling Dr. Heavenly fat, which now her and Dr. Heavenly are like really close now. Supposed to be like besties over her and Dr. Simone, which I thought is so weird. And she was telling Toya she needs to back up from the table and exercise. It was just rude. And then the way she went in on Buffy, with Buffy used to be on the show talking about she wanted to be a mom, and Dr. Jackie was just real insensitive to her, to where she made Buffy cry on national television. And Buffy even did a video behind this conversation with Jackie and what she said, and drugged the hell out of her. And I was all the way here for it. Somebody said, where's Curtis? The last we heard Curtis, and I'm probably sure he's back by now, but Curtis was gone for quite some time to the DR. He's supposed to be like a high school basketball coach. Talking about he over there for business. I don't know what kind of business he was doing over there, but he was in the DR for quite some time. And her ass was on the show looking like she was all, distraught and upset. I miss my husband and Curtis is in the DR. And she was on that. But I just don't know with Dr. Jackie. But they say that she only really caters to people that have a lot of money and celebrities. I know she deal a lot with the Braxtons. Like I think she delivered all of Tony's kids and Tamar's kids. She delivered. Y'all know if you watch the show, she delivered the Brat's baby. She really deals mostly with celebrities and people with money. All right, because they say certain insurance she don't even take. She want her money. There ain't nothing wrong with that, but you have to be very, very, very cognizant to the things that you say. And you have to understand with pregnant women, I don't need to fake when I come to you and say I need a day off. And that's what it was about. Black women crying wolf. I don't need to do that. If I'm feeling a certain way, and y'all know when you're in pregnancy, and I said it before, some days you feel good, some days you don't. Some days you feel like you just need a break. If I come to you and you're my doctor and I say to you, I need a break. I'm not feeling well. I'm tired. I need to get off my feet for a while. I need you to take me out of work for a few days so that I can get myself together and get some rest. That's not unheard of when you are an expected mother. That don't mean I'm faking. That don't mean I'm crying wolf. And that was very insensitive. And I feel like, and I said before, and I'm not trying to be insensitive to what Dr. Jackie's going through health-wise, but when you've never carried a child, you don't really understand it. Now, medically, you do, book-wise. But if you never carried a child and went through that process, then you don't know how a woman feels. Everybody's pregnancy is different. Everybody's pregnancy is different. So you can't judge this person by how this person feels. If this woman comes in and say, I need you to take me out of work, Dr. Jackie, for a couple of weeks, then damn it, do it. Do it. So that this person may not have to use their sick time or whatever. If it's doctor's orders, jobs have to go by what the doctor's orders are. You don't want people to have a bad taste in their mouth and not want to fool with you, because as a doctor, you don't want to be, sensitive to how they're feeling. Be understanding first, and you're a woman first. You are a woman first. Don't always think that a person is faking because they don't want to go to work. I've been pregnant. I know how that shit feel. And the closer and closer you get to the end, it's miserable. I would be tired as hell when I was pregnant with my son. Seriously. And I had to be out and off my feet. It was tough, y'all. Damn. That's why I won't in a hurry to do that shit again. And I love my child down, but the pregnancy is hard, y'all. It's so hard. It's really hard. It's so hard. And the fact that she made that statement and then tried to backtrack on it, I didn't like the way she did that. But now let me go ahead and play for you what this other woman who says that she was a patient of Dr. Jackie had to say. She didn't have nothing nice to say either. Okay. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I'm seeing Dr. Jackie all over my For You page in regards to the comments she made about Black women, and I just want to give my 2 cents. I chose Dr. Jackie because, she's in the Atlanta area. She was a Black female doctor, and knowing like the high mortality rate with Black women during childbirth, I wanted to feel protected, so I wanted a Black doctor. But honestly, this was the most traumatic birthing experience I could have possibly thought I would have went through. To make a long story short, the day I turned 38 weeks, Dr. Jackie decided to induce me because they thought my baby had a low birth weight, meaning they thought he only weighed like 5 pounds. I went to the hospital that day, not knowing that I was going to be spending the next 3 days in labor, in excruciating pain. And not only was it painful for me, it was painful for my child because his heart rate was going up and down, up and down, up and down, with them trying to exhaust every option they could to get him out of me. So when all their methods failed, they ended up telling me that I had to have an emergency C-section because his heart rate had got too low. And y'all, when I tell y'all I was bawling from the moment they told me to the moment they put me on the table, crying, couldn't talk, like I couldn't even open my mouth. After that was all said and done, weighed him, he ended up being 6 pounds, 8 ounces, meaning he didn't have a low birth rate, and he could have stayed in me until he was ready to come out. Mind you, in those 3 days, I didn't see Dr. Jackie one time. Not one time did I see her. And I had my baby during COVID, so it was only one person allowed in the delivery room, me and my mom, and I was scared out of my mind, okay? Scared. And then my baby, like now he has like developmental delays. And I don't know if I should associate that with them inducing me, because personally, I feel like if they let him cook a little bit longer, he would have been fine. But who am I to say that's correlated? But that's just my story, and I'm sticking to it, and I will not be going back to her.
Y'all hear that? Now she told a woman that her baby had low birth weight, and she said her baby was 6 pounds. I've known babies that go all the way through to 40 weeks, 39 to 40 weeks, that are 6 pounds, and they're fine. That's still considered healthy. I mean, mine was damn near. What was my son's 7 pounds and 19 inches long? That's how my son was, and he was born a month early. He was big. My son was big. My son was born a month early, but he was still 7 pounds. 6 pounds is good. 6 pounds is good. And in fact, she said she didn't even see Dr. Jackie throughout that whole process. After Dr. Jackie even, advised her to do this, was very weird. And that's supposed to be her doctor. I would be very upset if my doctor advised me to go through a early C-section and I don't see their ass at all. Like, hello, are you not going to do my C-section? And you told me I need to have this shit done? Like, and then to find out that the baby was a whole 6 pounds, she said she would never, ever in life go to her ever again. So Dr. Jackie, baby, you need to get it together. And I don't want anybody to feel like I'm bashing her, but I want her to be held accountable for what she said and the things that she's done, and the fact that people are coming out and speaking out about her. I read the comments and I saw a lot of people, they're really bashing her. They're really bashing her. I know she's seen the comments, which is what made her come out and, address it the way that she did. And she threw in some tears there because she don't want people to write her off completely. Think about it. The wrong thing can get you written off to where you won't nobody fool with you at all. From TV, I'm trying to tell you, Hollywood people will write you off and not support you. And that is how she survives, through her patience. So if people stop coming to see you, baby, I don't know what to tell you, Dr. Jackie. You don't want that bad karma and that bad, energy attached to you like that. Somebody said you had the same baby, my baby. Yep, 7 pounds, 19 inches long, honey. And baby, he came a month early. My son came a month early, and he was healthy as hell and was sucked down a bottle like that. I was like, Jesus. But yes, God. And I had a C-section too, so I know how that shit felt. That was not easy. But yeah, honey. Yes, let's get on through it. Somebody said firstborn, 6 pounds. Second was 19 pounds. 9 pounds. I'm talking about 19. 9 pounds. Ooh, child. I was a big baby though. But let's move on, honey. Cray. Dr. Jackie, get it together, girl. Because we don't want to see you out here, honey, with people disassociating with you because you out here on the mess now, sis. Okay, get it together. All right, so let's get on to the next topic. I got so much to talk about, Lord. Now, this is weird. I don't know. Has anybody ever done this? They said that former NFL player star Ricky Williams takes his wife's last name to create relationship balance. Has anybody ever done that? Your husband took your name versus you took their last name? That is so weird. That is weird. They're saying, yeah, he and his wife got married. This is him. Weird. Okay, he got him a Becky, a snow bunny child. He took his snow bunny's last name versus her taking his because they wanted relationship balance. I've really never heard of nobody taking somebody say these BANs are too much. Right. He look like he moist anyway. He's giving a little moist vibes, okay? You giving moist vibes out here, sir. And then y'all sitting out here in the damn woods. I don't understand what that shit is about. Why y'all sitting in the woods like that? It's giving trailer. Is that a trailer park behind you, sir? Okay, it's giving trailer park vibes a little bit. I don't know. It said former NFL player Ricky Williams takes his wife's last name to create relationship balance. Now, see, you already going into it wrong because the woman is supposed to take the man's last name, okay? It's given that she's running the marriage. It's given that she is running things in that house. It's giving that you are her beard. It's giving that that the Becky is the man of the house and she wearing the pants because she's supposed to take your last name. That's what it's giving me. All right. And I don't know what kind of relationship balance y'all trying to create up over there, but it's looking more like Becky is getting more of the high end of the stick over there versus you, sir. All right. So you might want to go back and revisit this little balance that y'all trying to be talking about over there, because it's not giving that. Becky is running that house, and that's what it's giving. Okay. Shout out to the 440 in the chat. All right. Thank y'all for being here this morning. I ain't gonna stay on him, child, because you need to get a backbone over there, sir, because it's looking like Becky got backbone over there in your household. All right, so let's move on to some more news that I know y'all can use. President Biden is doing some great things, okay? President Biden pardons, they said, more Americans for marijuana offenses, and he shortens 11 nonviolent drug sentences, okay? Yeah, let's talk about it. He doing what he got to do, child. He know election going to be coming up. He said, what else good can I do out here to keep Trump up out of office? Continue, okay? Because we don't want Trump's ass up in there. Whatever you got to do, child. You can send out some more stimulus, too. That'll help that'll help the votes. I mean, shit, if my son could vote, I get him out there to vote if you send out some more stimulus, because that was nice. No shade but shade, and yeah, I meant that. So they said that President Joe Biden has taken another step towards criminal justice reform by issuing a proclamation to pardon certain marijuana offenses. Honestly, they should just make marijuana in all states. I said it before. I don't smoke the shit. I don't care to. I don't smoke. But they should just make it, legal. I mean, marijuana comes out of the ground. It's just a plant. I mean, it's the shit that they add to it that make it illegal. I mean, I don't know the recipe and all that, but what I do know is marijuana is just a plant. I mean, hell, if doctors can prescribe it to people for glaucoma and all this other shit, then it's got to be safe, right? I don't smoke it, but whatever, child. I mean, hell, Snoop, he look like he been smoking since he was 2, and he's still alive and kicking out here. So it's got to be safe. Snoop's still alive and walking the earth. So marijuana got to be safe. But let's continue. Now, they're saying that this move builds upon his previous actions to pardon thousands of individuals convicted of possession under federal law. This is that the new pardons specifically target additional offenses of simple possessions and use of marijuana under federal and DC law, including provisions related to use and possession on certain federal lands. Okay. They're saying that President Biden has also called on governors to follow suit and pardon state marijuana-related offenses, emphasizing that no one should be incarcerated solely due to the use of possession of marijuana. It says that while the exact number of people affected by these new pardons remain unclear, that this development represents a significant stride towards more equitable, okay, and compassionate approach to drug policy, okay. That is what he said in his statement. So that's great. I think that these people need to get out of jail, child. If you've been locked up for having a little weed on you, then you should get out. I mean, shit, weed is of the earth. The Lord put it in the earth, okay. He made it. All right. I don't know about the coquiana and all that. Y'all know people be adding the coquiana and all this other shit to it that give it a little boost. All right. That's what they said Whitney Houston was doing, honey. And she was saying in a video that she would have her weed child. She would add, a little coquiana in there, a little sprinkle. And, because she wanted to get to a certain level of high. But we ain't talking about that. We talking about just the plain marijuana around here. All right. If you just own the marijuana and you get pulled over, you shouldn't go to jail behind that. Okay. You shouldn't go to jail behind that at all. But you should not be. They should just put certain rules and regulations, meaning you can't be riding around smoking it because you don't need to be high and driving, of course. But if you just home, child, on a nice little sunny day or a rainy day and you ain't got shit else to do, you want to spark one, then do what you do. Do what you do. It just should be certain laws and rules that they attach to making it, legal, I feel like. And I don't, like I said, I don't smoke and I don't have a desire to. But if it's anybody out there that do, I ain't judging you, child. Do what you do. Do what you do, child. Just don't be adding that coquiana and all that to it, because then that changes the recipe of the natural herb that they call it. Okay. We don't be out here changing the recipe to the herbs out here. Okay. Don't be out here on your Bill Cosby on the sprinkle out here. Okay. Yeah. We don't want y'all ass out here on this shit here. Y'all know on the new high. Y'all know when y'all on that other shit, y'all be out here on this shit here. What the fuck wrong with them, child? Oh, turn him off, child. Turn him off. All right. Y'all know y'all be on that shit out here, y'all. Crackhead. Didn't be want to, y'all know crackheads always want to give a concert anyway. All right. Crackheads want to do a concert. And we don't be wanting to hear that. Nah. We don't want to hear that. I saw a video yesterday where I was dying laughing, child. This man, he looked like he might have been a crackhead in his day. He had a nice little voice on him. He sounded like he could sing back in the day. But he got up there singing that damn Drew Hill, sleeping in my bed. And he ain't had no teeth in the front. But he was singing down, child. I said, see, that's the work of a crackhead, Lord. Crackheads ain't gonna do nothing but talk you to death and sing your ass to damn death and give you a whole show. Be spinning around out here, be trying to do backwards flips and all this shit for $1. He was out there on that, got this feeling and I just can't turn it loose. He was on that shit. I was like, got somebody getting next to you. I said, all right now. I said, all right, Pops, now go somewhere, sit your ass down now. We don't no concept. Because being the man that I am. I said, did he just walk that scale like that? Did Buddy Cuz just walk that scale like that on Drew Hill song? Because being the man that I am. I said, did he just walk that scale like that, Lord? Woo, child. Let's move on. That shit was funny to me. Okay. All right, now let's get on into some more stuff, child. Fans are asking on, guys. Fans are asking on to fire Martell Holt, honey, from Love and Marriage Huntsville once again. Now, y'all know they've already done petitions and all this stuff that they don't put out, child, asking Martell to be released from the show. I know Carlos King said that Martell came to him after he and Mel got divorced and asked him, okay, does this mean that I'm going to be off the show, or does this mean I'm going to be fired from the show since Mel and I are no longer married? Child. And Carlos King said, no, that's not what it means. That actually, that's going to be great for the show to see the two of you guys still, have this dynamic on the show or whatever. I don't think so. Because like I said before, I don't feel that Martell has any type of storyline. He don't have no businesses. Like, what's his purpose of being on the show? The fact that you're on the show means that you have to have a storyline, and you don't, Martell. Your storyline is still talking about a marriage that was over 3 years ago, and you yelling in people's face, and you showing aggressive tendencies towards women, and it's not giving. It's really not. People are tired of seeing it. This past episode, which was episode 30 of Love and Marriage Huntsville, was very cringe to watch. It was. And fans are asking that go ahead and get rid of Martell because it was giving a lot with him screaming and hollering in Nell's face, okay, and screaming and hollering at Melody. And he was screaming and hollering at Stormy because Stormy told him you cheated first. So anybody to tell him the truth and hold him accountable, that's who he shows his aggression towards. He should have been gone when he did what he did when they went to Las Vegas. And I said this and I keep saying it. They should have released Martell from the show when he showed out like he did in Las Vegas, where he ran up and was trying to run up on Mel and fight her, where Marceau had to run up behind him and grab him and whisper in his ear and calm him down. Marceau had to jump all the way out the pool to run in there and grab Martell because he was about to swing off on Mel. And he was so in a trance, he didn't even realize he was on camera doing this shit. And I said it before, if he is that unhinged on camera, I don't want to see how he was in that house with Mel and them kids. Now, I remember when Melody said that there were moments where she had to go and lock herself in the closet and cry. I believe it now after seeing how he is so just, Martell is crazy. Martell is crazy. Marceau said at one of the reunions that Martell is very aggressive, that he has very aggressive behavior even towards Ariane. He don't respect women. He don't even respect his own mama. It starts there, and we've seen that on the show. Martell don't respect his own mama. He fussed her out because she wouldn't go to court and lie for him. Okay. So he fussed his own mama out. We know he don't have a ounce of respect for Melody or anyone else involved. Now, I'm going to play a little clip. I know Owen don't like us sometimes, I'm going to play a little clip just to show the aggression of Martell. Okay.
No. I'm not trying to get into this. People. Look, Chris, the thing is at me. No, you too. No, you and Chris too. He's told me that the question, even you told me, the questions you guys asked about Martell. What did Martell do wrong? You never say, Melody, did you ever cheat on Martell? Did you ever do anything to Martell? You told me your friend twice. I told you. Listen, afterwards, afterwards. Hey, listen here.
Look at him.
Don't be a gift queen. When you know people just saying, well, what did Martel do wrong? Hell, and it's okay. It's 3 years. I'm cool with it. I've apologized. I've accepted. It's okay. I'm not blaming Melody for nothing. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about Chris. I'm talking about Marcel.
Well, hold their ass accountable. Because
It's you too. It's you too.
First, I was honest with you.
Exactly.
I'm a woman.
You were. So
I've been through something.
check the accountability too, then.
I'm not going to sit here.
All right, so that's all we're going to show. He is psycho. And the fact that Chris, and I keep saying it too with Chris, baby, the fact that you stood back and allowed this man to raise his voice at your wife, that's all the way out of compliance. And then you gonna come up there and say, guys, calm down. No. You should have got in Martell face and said, bro, we already had this conversation and I asked you before, do not raise your voice to my wife. And you got to speak to him with authority. I don't know if Chris is scared of him or he's scared that Martell gonna let something fly out that he know about him on camera, because y'all know how Martell operate when he knows some shit about you and you piss him off. He is nothing for him to start blabbing your business out like he did Marceau. Marceau tried to check his ass on camera. What did Martell do? You've been with 20 women, and I know that to be for sure. And I can bring out all the women, and I can bring them here. I can bring them to your wife and let them know. Like he be on that level of craziness, and the fact that he always uses a moment. He made that particular moment about him. They were talking about Kiki and the fact that she should not be in the house, and he just won't get no camera time, and that's all it was for. Martell wanted camera time and attention, so he deflected and he turned the conversation towards him, so there would be an opportunity for him to talk about Melody and what he feel Melody did to him, and the fact that she ain't coming back to him. It's psycho behavior, and the fact that he walking around in this house with that damn wedding band, with his wedding band on. He ain't even married. 3 years divorced, and you walking around with this damn wedding band on like your ass is married like everybody else, because you want Melody to see this ring and probably say, hey, Martell, let me sit down and talk to you about something. Maybe we can work this situation out. That's all he wants to hear from her. But Melody is done with you, Martell. You disrespected her in a place where you just should not have disrespected her, and it's continuous. It's continuous. Now, I don't know if production asked him to jump in there in order to maybe heighten the ratings on the show, because it won't get enough rah-rah for them because they know that Martell gonna flip out. I don't know if production asked him to do that, but I feel that it's giving too much. It's very cringe to watch Martell snapping off like he continues to do, and fans of the show are asking that he be removed from the show. As a result, he needs to be. He has no reason to be on the show. He's been trying to get Coleslaw on the show so that he can have a storyline, because he said he wants to show his real life. He wants to show his real life. He wants Coleslaw to be on the show. He wants a little Diabetes, which is their son, to be on the show. We don't want to see that shit. Ariana does not need to be on the show. We know your story, okay? We know your story. You slept with Martell multiple times, had multiple ABs by him at the direction of him with Melody's money. So he took Melody's money and gave Ariana Melody's money to go get several ABs to cover up the bullshit that he did. And Ariana said, I'm not going to let you go. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a trap baby to trap you so that you can be in my life forever. And that is why your ass don't have Melody anymore, because she was tired of your shit. And even when she came back to try to work the relationship out with you, Martell, you still continue to be on the bullshit, and you try to figure out how to cheat better. And that's what got you caught up. And now you're back on our TV screens again, yelling and screaming about a situation that you created. You created this. All this woman asked you to do was stop cheating. Thank you so much, Delicia Dismute, ma'am, for being a member of this channel, okay? That's all she asked you to do was stop cheating. That's simple. It's unheard of for a black woman, because y'all know we don't really put up with shit. I'm one. I don't. Cheating is a conscious decision. I've said it so many times. If you feel like you got to be out here on that, you can go. Or hell, I'll go. Okay? Period. I'm not putting up with that. Cheating is a conscious decision. It's too much shit out there. And if this woman was telling you all you had to do was stop cheating and she was going to stay there and try to work the situation out, hell, she left and came back. just to show how dedicated to her marriage she was, even though it was very toxic, even though you made her cry, and even though she wasn't getting what she wanted. And then you sit your ass on the show and want to scream in somebody's face because she made a decision to leave you, divorce you, and change her last name. And then you're going to say, I'm tired of all y'all talking about Melody Rogers. I'm sick of that shit. Why y'all supporting that? Because that's who she is. She's no longer under your control, and you can't take it, Martell. And my thing is this, 3 years being divorced, why have you not gone and married Ariane? You told Melody on the show that Ariane gives you everything that you need, so why are you not marrying her? That's my question. Why you don't move on with your life and marry this girl? You keeping her around to still try to make Mel jealous, and it's bothering you that it's not bothering her. That's what it really is. It does not bother Melody anymore that Martell is running around with Ariane because she's moved on. She don't care no more. You got to catch me when I don't care. When I don't care no more, that's when shit get real different, when I don't care no more. Okay? And that's what it is. Let's move on to the next topic, honey. I feel that Martell needs to go, like I said. When they had the whole, what was that little thing that they had the teaching them put together, honey, the ESPO. Martell, you had nothing to talk about. They gave you an opportunity to talk about your businesses and what you're doing. And you wiggled your way out of that. You wanted to be the mic man and ask other people questions when you should have sat your ass on stage. You walk around with that bottle of wine everywhere. But you couldn't tell nobody nothing about your businesses. You couldn't promote any of your businesses. And then when you did go up there to try to promote something at another event for your wine, you couldn't even read off the paper about your businesses. And every business that you've started has gone straight to the ground. It's going nowhere. It's doing nothing. And the thing that Martell is upset about, and I'm going to move on here to the next topic. Martell is upset that, and I said before, that he knows the things that he and Mel sat back and talked about in terms of their future, and it's bothering him inside. It's killing him inside to see that the things he and Mel talked about doing together, she's now doing those things by herself without him. All the level ups and all the businesses and all the things that they talked about doing together and conquering together, the vacations that they used to take, those things are bothering him because he's not able to do that. But then he look on social media because he's following her. He has these dummy accounts, and she's already said he does it. He has dummy accounts where he follows her, and Ariane follows Melody as well on her dummy account, and be reporting back to Martell saying, hey, look at what Melody's doing. Melody's got a new this going. Melody's going on vacation. Melody's out of the country. So he's seeing all these things. And it bothers him that these are things that he and Mel were supposed to do together. And the fact that she cut him off and he has no connection to that at all. Okay. Ariane is being used like she was when he and Mel were married in order to make Melody jealous and to fulfill certain things that he says Melody wasn't giving him. Like he wanted Melody to give him dome every single day. And she was like, I'm not doing that. Ariane is happy to do it. And you're happy to walk around with bumps around your mouth now because he's messing with other women, just like he was doing when he was married to Melody. He's never going to make an honest woman out of you. What he will do is make a glorified janitor out of you, because I just saw where she was out picking up trash and shit on there saying, which was supposed to be one of his investment properties. Let's get into that, okay? Yeah. She was seen out picking up trash at an investment property that they're saying Martell owns. I don't know how the hell he owns investment property. Let's go ahead and show the picture, child. They went live, and she has her daughter Paris. Filming them, okay? Filming them when they're out and about doing things. So she's their camera woman. She is their camera woman, okay? That's Ariane over there picking up trash with Martell, okay? All right, so let's get into this damn topic. So Ariane goes live to be delusional again. I really want to talk about this shit, but it is hot topic, so let's get into it. So like I said, now that Martell has promoted her to be head janitor, okay, because that's what she is, child, the head janitor in charge out here picking up trash. She was seen, like I said, picking up trash with little diabetes child out there running around with his Santa hat on at Martell's alleged investment property while her child Paris was recording them for clout. Okay, she's the glorified cameraman for their clout chase. Okay, she took the time to do an Ask Ari segment. Okay, to to be further delusional. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry, my nasal sprays is running. I'm sorry. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this bullshit with her and what she had to say because she's so delusional. I said, Lord. All right, so people were asking. They said you should start a hair care line that says your hair is so pretty. Your hair is so damaged. She says, thank you. I'm working on it. She says, I kind of hinted on it on my live last night. She says, I told y'all I had something coming. The bloggers probably cut it up and made it seem like a baby. Says that they be so thirsty. No, girl, we're not thirsty. I don't really report on you like that anymore unless it's something that should be talked about. We don't care. How can you have a hair care line when your hair stay flying? I mean, really? How can you have? You've been talking about a hair care line since forever. Your hair is chewed up, look like piranhas been chewing on your damn ends. That's what it looked like. Your hair, Ariane, your edges is jacked, and your ends look like piranhas been feasting on them bitches. Okay. You always like to say the bloggers be all up on you like that, baby. No, stop putting shit out there if you don't want us to talk about it. Had you not announced yourself years ago because you wanted that clout, you wanted people to think that you were, really worth talking about, and you're not, sis. Let's move on to the next slide. You're not. We don't really care about you like that. They asked her, what is your biggest regret? She says, ever acknowledging anything. She says, nothing and no one would be who they are without me. They all stayed with my name in their mouth lying. She says, but had nothing else to talk about but that girl from DYT. Okay. She's still saying that she made everybody on the show and that she's their storyline. That's what she's going with. Okay. She seems to think nobody can talk about anything or have a storyline on Love and Marriage Huntsville without her. That's what she still continues to think. Goodbye, Ariana. Nobody care. They were talking about the fact that Martel cheated with you, which broke up his marriage to Melody. Okay. So why you feel so important behind that, you, ma'am, are the reason or part of the reason why Melody don't fuck with him no more. And I remember when she made a statement a while back where Ariana said that she liked Martel better when he was with Melody because Martel was able to afford a certain lifestyle for her. So it was when Melody divorced Martel was when their relationship went downhill because he wasn't able to provide for her and do things for her, like take her on helicopter rides and fly her places and do things for her that he used to do and buy things for her, or maybe take some of Melody's stuff and take it over there to her. So he wasn't able to do those things for her, which their relationship went downhill. Okay. That's some sick shit to say to somebody. I liked you better when you were with the wife. So you enjoy being a side chick is what you're saying, Ariane. You enjoy being the side chick that you are. That's very sinister. That's very stupid of you to come out as a woman, as a mother who is raising a daughter, okay, who's watching you and watching everything that you say and do, because every time you go live, your daughter most of the time is always there if she's not with her father. And she hear the things that you say on live and how you feel about other women and how you feel about yourself in terms of you and Martel and the fact that you came between someone else's marriage. So you're raising the next generation of side chicks. You're raising the next generation of side chicks because your daughter is going to take on the same bullshit that you're doing over there now because she thinks that that's normal. She's going to think that's normal behavior. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. She says that how was Kiki as your professor? So Kiki from the show, Ariana is saying that Kiki was her professor when she did go to college. She said that she taught me in English one-on-one at AAMU. She says that I used to look up to her so much. She came in class dressed fly and did not play with her students. She says that I admired her and she was so classy. She wore heels every day to class. She says, and at that time, she had just her son, and he was like 5 or 6. She says, I admired her, and she gave me an A. She says, but I earned it, though. She says, I don't watch the show, so I don't know about her current allegations, but just know that she was that girl. And she says, I almost can't believe that she is actually on the show. You don't watch the show, Ariane? You don't watch the show, so how do you know that you are the storyline for everybody on the show if you don't watch? See, we can caught you in a lie. You do watch the show. You want to be on the show so bad it's killing you. She done been trying to get on this show since day one. Why would you want to be on Melody? This is Melody's show. Everything that Melody possesses, she wants to have. Like she was telling somebody on live one day, Melody has a Range Rover. I should be driving a Range Rover. Why folk come? Why should you have what Melody has? You have not earned it. Nobody asked you to lay on your back for 7 years. That's what you chose to do. So that don't mean that you have certain rights as a wife because the wife is driving a certain type of car that you feel you done laid on your back so long now to now that the husband's supposed to run out here and get you the same thing that the wife is driving. Let me correct you on that. Since you watching her life, obviously you've been blinking too much, sis, because she is also driving a G-Wagon in addition to that Range Rover. So see, you want her life so bad, you watching her so bad that you ain't getting all the details. Let me catch you up, bitch, because you sitting back watching while you running from house to house. You done moved about 10 times in what, 6 years? Because you can't stay nowhere. And everywhere you stayed is Section 6, bitch. So get your life while you watching her. Melody's living in a house with a well manicured yard with businesses, okay, and catching flights and not feelings and able to do what the fuck she wants to do with her money that you can't get your hands on no more, and your bald headed now baby daddy can't no more either. So both of y'all asses are sitting over there bitter and salty as a bag of Lay's potato chips because y'all asses life. Because y'all life ain't doing shit no more like it used to be. You can't steal from her no more and run around here clout chasing. Okay, that little car your ass was driving, you ain't driving that no more. You know why? Because you saying that it got wrecked, but it was repossessed because you won't paying the damn bill on it. Martel got kicked out and wasn't able to pay that bill for your ass no more. So now you mad that your lifestyle ain't the same. Choose better men, okay? You can't find your own man. That's sad that you got to share a man. You got to resort to sharing a man. Let's move on to the next topic, child. Let's move on to the next one. This says that hold on. We already did it. You should start here. It says, are you ready to take your power back? That's the last question they asked her. Are you ready to take your power back? She says that I took it back some time ago. She says I started making less announcements and making more moves. Really? When did that happen? Where were we when this happened, Ariane? You took your power back some time ago and started making less announcements and making more moves. That's all you make is announcements that you're going to do this and you're going to do that. And we have yet to see anything that you've said that you're going to do that you've done. We've yet to see anything except that online boutique, and it ain't doing shit. With them 3-count, thread count clothes that you wear, them see-through bodysuits that ain't nobody buying and wearing but Peggy over there with her pit bull face. Ain't nobody wearing that shit but Peggy. Okay, period. Ain't nobody buying that shit. And you throw it in the damn dryer and it come out of 3T. Ain't nobody buying that cheap shit. Don't nobody wear them clothes but you and Peggy. So cut it out with the I've done that. I've taken my power back. But then you sit your ass on Original Straight No Chasers phone calls talking about some Martel is stopping your level up. Well, why you keep fucking with him then? Then you sit up there, he comes to my house 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Why you opening the door then? It's all you, girl. You have the power to break off from Martel and put his ass on child support and make him do what he wants to do. But it's the fact that you still holding on to the fact that you think he gonna make you famous. He ain't even famous. He's infamous for being the nigga that broke up his family and walked away with nothing. You are still holding on to Martell Holt because you think he is going to somehow, some way get you on this show or any show and make you famous. You are infatuated with being on television and you ain't going to never get there. You done been hanging around people on the, what is it? What was it? Love and Hip Hop. You were down there in Atlanta trying to hang down there with Scrappy and them just to see if you could possibly maybe get a spot on Love and Hip Hop. They don't want you there either. You don't have the gift of gab or what it takes, Ariane, to be anything but what you are is a glorified janitorial side chick. Okay, that's going to let Martel come over there anytime, day or night, and jump up and down on you like a trampoline, okay, and get you pregnant multiple times. And you just having ABs back to back to back to back, and then sit on live and say, I don't know if I can have no more kids no more. If I have any more kids, I'm probably going to get a surrogate. Yeah, you done chopped and screwed your uterus for this nigga. Because he was trying to save his family. He was using you, okay? He didn't want to use protection because that's what you didn't make him do. He was using you to make his wife jealous, and he's trying to be back with his wife. So, Miss, I don't watch the show. You do. You do while he's parading around on the show with his wedding ring on. That's saying I want my family back. That means I miss my wife. So while you sitting up thinking you got this man, which you really don't, he ain't shit to have anyway and nothing to be bragging about, Ariane. How many more phone calls you gonna make to original Straight No Chaser talking about how much he ain't shit before it really registers in your mind and you realize that you done wasted how many years of your life? This nigga got you looking old in the face. He got you looking old in the face. Miss, I don't work out, but he at the gym, so I'm gonna go work out so I can be with him. I hate working out. That's what she said. I hate working out. But you at the gym working out just so that you can be around him. And he don't even want to be on film with you. So now that he will, you can sneak and get a few videos of him on video with you or go live with you. Martel is miserable. That's why he's still yelling and lashing out 3 years after Mel divorced him. He wants to get back over there. You don't have what it takes to give him what Melody was giving him. That's why he won't settle down with you, Ariane. You don't have what it takes. Martel, the type of woman Martel needs in his life is a woman that can carry him like Melody was doing. You can't carry him because he carrying you. He paying all your bills, bitch. Martel needs a smart woman who is business-minded, who knows how to run shit. You don't know how to do that, Ariane. The only thing you know how to run is your damn mouth. Melody is beautiful. She's smart. She helped level Martel up to who he was. And she's the one got him wearing suits to where he could feel and look important. And now he got to scam his way and do things. He scammed his way with Belinda to get those properties. And now you done had to go out here and sell your mama's house just so you can have a little change in your pocket to survive and pay taxes on this same property that you fraudulently went out here and got. I don't say allegedly. Now your mama got to be forced to live with somebody else. She done lost her house and had to sell her house to keep it from being foreclosed when you're on a number one show on OWN, when you should have been helping your mama out, but you don't want to do that because you like to hold it over her head when she don't do what you ask her to do, like you her mama. When she don't lie for you and do the things you want her to do for you. So now she ain't got no house. She got to resort to staying with her ex-husband now. So you can have a little change in your pocket to be running around here paying for 2 households. And you still don't pay child support to your 4 children with your wife who you trying to get back with. But when Melody made a mistake and went live, you were begging in the phone, on the live, to get back with her. You were telling Sugar Mama to go get in Mel's lap so you can go sit over there by Mel and be all up in her face. But then you want to tell everybody that Melody acts a different way on camera versus off camera. You want to make it seem like she be all up in your face and up your ass off camera, but then when she get on camera, she don't want nothing to do with you. No, it's the same energy, Martell. It's all you. You are playing yourself continuously. You still playing yourself. And until he is honest with himself, until Martell is honest with himself, he is going to always be in the place that he's in. He needs to be off this damn show. You don't bring anything to the show, Martell, but headache and violence. You need to be off this damn show. Okay? Everybody's tired of it. If you guys saw the cast, everybody that was on the show, their face was like, we so sick of this shit. It's so draining. Like, we talking about this again. Everybody's ready to move on to something else. You are still stuck 3 years ago, and you haven't grown or shown any growth, Martell, since 3 years. It's impossible for a person to be in the same place they were 3 years ago. At some point, you show at least a little growth. Martell has shown no growth in the 3 years that Melody left him. You still the same ain't shit nigga you was. Let's dial you back 3 years ago. And Ariane, you still the same desperate, glorified janitor that you were 3 years ago. Let's go back 7 years. Let's dial you back 7 years ago, because you've been trying to make Martell wife you for 7 years now. And most women that's got a brain, at some point you realize it's time to move on. That ain't shit here. That he ain't going to really give me what I need and or deserve. The only thing Martell gave you was bumps and a baby. And you still holding on to some hope that the shit gonna change. And at the end of the day, he ain't got nothing to offer you, baby, but promises and a bumped up penis. And if you gonna continue to stay there and put up with it, who am I to tell you what to do? Who am I to tell you to move on, child, and know your worth? Who am I to tell you to do that? Stay there, honey, and continue to get more bumps and be disrespected and keep picking up trash and dealing with the trash that you call a man. And that's all I got to say. And that's our show for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please thank you guys for being here, honey. Please hit that like button. We got 664 watching us this morning. Mods, I appreciate everything that you've done in terms of working and modding for me this morning. If there were any content creators that joined us as well, I appreciate y'all for being here. Love you guys all the way down. Enjoy your day, and I will see you guys later on for our pop-in. Okay, love you guys down, and goodbye.